One, and we are live with Dennis Young from Belize City, Belize. Dennis, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good, Kelly, and yourself?
I am doing well. I'm doing well. I'm back home after spending a great week of fishing with you. I guess it's been 2 weeks ago. How was your Father's Day?
It was good. I went to church with my daughter and spent some time with her and came back home.
Nice,
And
nice.
you?
It was good. My daughter uh actually made a picture for me. She drew me a picture.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that or not,
Nice,
but
nice trophy, man.
so my daughter is an adult. She's 26, so she's a little older, and your daughters are still older teenagers, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're fun when they get to this age because you can talk to them and have good conversations with them.
Did she drew that?
Yeah, she painted it. Yep, she painted it.
She's a
Yeah.
good artist, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's she likes doing it, and it's hard to make money in art. It's art and music. You could probably see behind me I have all kinds of um guitars and music stuff. I've tried to make a living doing that before, and it's hard to make money doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk a little fishing. And the first thing I wanted to ask you about, you and I have talked about this before, but you were actually born on Turneffe or Turneffe. Do you say Turneffe or
Turneffe, yeah.
Turneffe?
Turneffe.
Yeah,
Well,
Turneffe.
actually, I was born in the city, but I grew up on Turneffe as a baby.
Okay, okay. And you're from a fishing family from Turneffe that was commercial fishing and guiding since you've been young. Is that right?
Yeah. All my family on my dad's side were commercial fishermen.
What was that like? Was it just daily going out and diving and netting, or what kind of fishing did you do
We
back in
used to
those
do
days?
sustainable fishing, like diving for lobster, conch,
Okay,
traditional hand lining for fish like snapper, jacks, barracuda.
okay. And when did you get into fly fishing? Because at some point you made the transition over to fly fishing.
Actually, at Turneffe Island Resort was one of the first resort on the atoll. And my uncle, my dad, and them start guiding there when I was probably about 5 years old. Got
It
it. I got into fly fishing around about maybe like 12 years old.
and did your dad and your uncles show you how to fly fish? Did they show you how to cast?
Uh, my dad and one of my dad friend.
Okay. And did they learn on their own, or did the resort teach them
They
originally?
the resort did because when they started, nobody really know much about fly fishing here in Belize back then.
This would have been in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember growing up, we would have a magazine called Sports Afield, and they had Turneffe Atoll featured a couple of different times, and it was for the very wealthy people to go and fly fish, and I really didn't even know where Turneffe Atoll was, but I knew that it was for wealthy people, and it was kind of like the Catalina wine mixer for real estate in California people. That was Turneffe was like that for the fly fishing people.
Yeah,
So
back then when people say they're going to Belize, people will say, where the hell is Belize? They didn't know where Belize is.
yeah,
But
I think
now
you'd probably yeah.
we're on the map, man.
So with the permit and bone fishing, what is the best time of year? I'm sure you hear that question a lot, but when should people come down and see you if they're going to try to catch a permit on a fly rod?
Like man, you talk about permit fishing is basically it's good all year round. It just people don't travel much in the summertime because it warms up in there where they're from. So our slow season is normally from like July, August, September. Then it picks up back like mid-October, November, December. And then it slows back down like January, February. Then it picks back up in March, April, May, June.
Okay.
March,
And
April, May, June is when the migratory tarpons come in, like start coming in March.
I just visited you and it was in June and we caught 4 permit in 6 days and I had at least that many more on, and I would say I had more than that. I easily could have caught
About
eight
8 to 10,
permit.
yeah.
Yeah, I could have caught 8 to 10 permit in that 6 days. And for the people out there listening, if you're a permit fisherman, yes, I know how unique that is. I just got done fishing 10 days straight without a bite for permit about 6 months ago in another location in the Caribbean, not Belize, not with Dennis, but that's where my family was on vacation, so I was fishing there. So incredibly hard to catch permit on a fly rod. So to have that kind of action that we had was fantastic, and we caught bonefish every day too. Uh, we saw bonefish. We had shots at snook one day.
Yeah.
So some real incredible fishing, but that was in June. And is the fishing equally good in July and August, even though people are not there for permit?
Yeah, just a little bit hotter with the heat, because it's the summertime here.
But the fishing remains that high a quality where at times at least the permit are around and you're catching permit.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Um, you guide out of Belize City in Caye Caulker primarily, or how do people get a hold of you, Dennis? Is it on the
Uh,
on the internet, like going to your website, or what's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
yeah, we have a website up at the moment, and I do trips from Belize City, from Caye Caulker, and I do pick up clients from San Pedro also.
I'm trying to show your website right now. If I'm not sure if I'm successfully doing that or not, but
I'm seeing it, yeah.
yeah, realtightflyfishingbelize.com. That's what the website looks like. Um, there's Dennis on the boat right there. Cool. All right. So anyway, if you need to get a hold of Dennis, that's what to do. What about Pete? What should people bring, or what do people need to bring when they come? Do they need to bring fly rods and flies, or fishing rods and flies?
Well, basically, most people like to fish their own gears, but we do provide gears if they don't have.
And if a person doesn't want to fly fish, I know my son has come out with us a couple of times, and he's bringing his spinning rod. Is that fine if a fly fisherman wants to bring a
Yeah,
family member?
I do have times that I have two people on the boat. One guy spin fishes and one guy fly fishes.
Cool. And then as far as other trips, you know, I think before you've brought my family out snorkeling. Do you still occasionally do snorkeling trips where you take people out to the reef for snorkeling, or do you prefer not to do that?
Uh, it all depends, yeah. If it's not like too much going on, then we will do take like maybe a couple people sometimes snorkeling.
But the primary activity is coming out and fly fishing for permit, bonefish, and
Tarp.
tarpon.
Yeah.
In with the tarpon, the big tarpon, are they in? Were they just leaving in June, or when will they be fully out of there?
They still here up to like mid July, and then they go over They normally go from here, they go to Turneffe July, August, September. And then from there, I'm not sure they move out. I'm not sure if they go south or they go back up north.
Okay. Well, that's great because it's a great spot to catch a Grand Slam for the people that want to do that. And on 2 or 3 of the days, I had the permit, the bonefish, and we could have went after tarpon, but I wanted to catch as many permit as possible, so I elected to just stay and continue to fish for permit because I'm crazy for permit. But um, the
Yeah, for sure.
awesome, a lot of great fishing spots. Dennis Young is the best of the best. I highly recommend him. Again, his website is Real Fly Fishing Belize. Let's get this right. RealTightFlyFishingBelize.com. And you're going to have a great time. Dennis, thanks so much for your time today. Enjoy Belize, and I look forward to seeing you sometime soon.
All right, Kelly, we'll talk and I'll catch up with you and let's get some more permit when you come back down.
It's a date. Talk to you later.
Kelly, have a good day.
You too.